Good morning. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. You can see from my digs, I'm not at home. Welcome, welcome. Glad everybody's going to start popping on my tribe of practical rebels. So we have a new card deck today because Sue has card decks that I don't have. So we've got a card from the Divine Feminine deck today by Megan Watterson. And we'll see what y'all think of this card. I thought it was pretty spot on. So all of the cards in this deck have a representative female goddess, divine feminine. Good morning. Glad you're here, Abigail. Welcome, welcome. I'm 3 hours norther than I usually am. But timing is right. So here we are. Glad you found me. Glad you found me. And once one of you finds me, then the rest of you usually find me. So thank you for the sunrise. I appreciate it. So here is our card today. Good morning, Pat. Welcome. Glad you are here. And I can't quite tell. Thank you, Sue. Got my cup of coffee. Life is good. We're on a roll here. I can't quite tell what she's holding, but we'll see what it has to tell us about her. And you know, usually I check ahead to see what they say, and this time I did not. So we're going to get the surprise all at once. Amaterasu. Amaterasu is on page 150. Let's see what she has to tell us. She is the goddess of light. The goddess of light. And it says, we are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. Isn't that beautiful? So it says who she is. Oh, never fear. Don't worry. She's afraid she's making noise in the background. We're used to my dad, right? No worries. Who she is. Amaterasu embodies the levity that brings us out of the darkness. How cool is that? We could use some levity right about now, couldn't we? And shows us the beauty of our own light. Amaterasu is the most powerful deity in the Shinto religion. Okay, she's Japanese. She is the solar goddess of Japanese mythology. Her name means shining in heaven. The oldest legends of Amaterasu date back to the 8th century and come from the Kojiki, or the Japanese Record of Ancient Matters. Ooh, that sounds like a Harry Potter thing, the Record of Ancient Matters. In Shinto, kami are spirits or deities, and the most well-known story of the kami in Shinto is when Amaterasu got in a fight with her brother, Susanoo, god of the storms and of the sea. His violence made Amaterasu so upset and angry, she retreated into a cave, leaving the world in darkness. The kami of merriment placed a mirror outside her cave and laughed so much Amaterasu became curious. She peeked outside the cave and saw a beautiful goddess, a stunning vision of the dawn. She was in awe of it, not realizing it was her own reflection. Surrounded by laughter, Amaterasu's anger and depression lifted, and she agreed to leave the cave, bringing her light with her back into the world. When your soul selects her card, I love that, the cave is so crucial, drawing inward, hiding our light to restore ourselves and to heal from something or someone that felt too intense or aggressive. When we hide our light, though, we aren't the only ones left in the dark. Good morning, Linda. Glad you are here. We take our light from the ones who love us as well. Something to ponder, right? But still, we need to go into the cave and replenish and then come forth again. The beauty of Amaterasu is that she emerges from the cave out of curiosity, attracted to someone else's joy. And remember the words that I was using yesterday, 2 of them, curiosity and courage. Curiosity and courage. It took both of those for her to come out of the cave, right? That's when she meets with the dawn of her own reflection. She doesn't truly see herself in the beauty of her light until she's drawn out of herself. How many women do we know, especially women, who are like that? They can't see their own beauty. They focus on something that for the rest of us, like, I never noticed that, right? So today we're going to focus on our beauty. We're going to see that divine reflection, okay? Amaterasu sees her own light once she becomes curious about seeing the light that's around her in the levity and laughter of the other deities. This is the answer. If we've been too long in retreat, if you've been peopled out, okay, if you've been hiding your light, not out of self-love and a soulful need of restoration, but out of reaction to someone else's pain or in trying to inflict pain on you, then we draw ourselves out by focusing on the joy of others. We draw ourselves out by focusing on the joy of others. Seeing their light allows us to see our own. How many of us have chosen to hang out with kids here and there because they're just filled with it, right? It burbles over from them. So find your source of light inside and out. See what you find. And sometimes even the solar goddess needs to be inspired or reminded of why she shines so brightly. Not just for the sake of her own reflection, but also for all those beloved beings that need her rays of light to remember their own. Ooh, I love that line. So we're shining our rays of light to help others remember their own. So even if you have a negative Nelly in your world orbit, try not to let her ick on your wow, okay? Good morning, Cindy. Glad you are here. Remember that you are shining your own light so that others can remember their own. You don't have to make them remember it. You just merely shine your light. That's your only part of the equation, all right? Sometimes we need the sight of the faces we brighten in order to remember why we are so devoted to finding our way back into the light. The soul voice meditation. Imagine someone in this moment you want most to see laugh and fill with light. Okay, so I want you to close your eyes. Not if you're driving. Close your eyes. Take some nice deep belly breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel your shoulders drop. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Opening your heart space. And I want you to feel radiating out from you, from your reflection, that divine love and light. And you're sending it to someone who you would most like to see laugh and fill with light. I have lots of people I can choose from right now. My daughter's struggling with COVID. My sister's struggling with 100 job applications. So as you're sending love and light to the people that matter to you, can you send the love and light to those two for me? Just breathing into it, sending out that love. And I want you to imagine, okay, so right now there's 4 of you on here. By the end of the day, there's 2 people listening here with me. By the time the end of the day comes, there might be 100 or so who've watched this. All of us see those rays of light zinging around all over the place, okay? Intersecting, growing when they connect with each other, all those bands of light, filling everything up and illuminating. And the intention, again, I love this intention. And Cindy, if you wouldn't mind putting this in the feed, I would greatly appreciate it. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. So that is our card for today. Amaterasu, a Japanese goddess of light. And again, sometimes we retreat to replenish our light and then come forth again when we're feeling curious. Thank you, Cindy. I greatly appreciate it. When we're feeling curious and courageous, we bring that light forward again, and it illuminates not just us, but others. So your mission for today, should you choose to accept it, is I want you to consciously imagine radiating that light. Consciously put that light out there. So you're driving to work, you're passing somebody, send the light. You're going past a body of water that you want to bless, send the light. You are around someone who's crabby. Let's say you're in line at the grocery store and the person in front of you is crabby. Send them the light. They may actually turn and look at you because they feel it, which is kind of fun. You just smile like the Mona Lisa and on you go. So that's our mission for today. We're all sending out the light. We're radiating it out. We're reflecting it back to everyone we meet. Have an awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow. I'll be back in the regular digs tomorrow. And remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are. Bye.